4 police officers were shot within hours of each other in several different states.
Yeah, we've been watching this all morning long. 3 of those shootings were at traffic stops, one of them fatal. San Antonio, Texas police chief saying that his officer was assassinated during a traffic stop. Detective Benjamin Marconi was sitting inside his squad car yesterday near the police headquarters when he was shot and killed. He's a 20-year veteran. He was writing a traffic ticket at the time.
And authorities say the man who shot a police sergeant in St. Louis was shot and killed in a shootout this morning. The 19-year-old suspect opened fire after figuring out that officers were following him. Officers believe the teen shot the sergeant in the face last night during a traffic stop. That officer is in critical condition but is expected to survive.
A Sanibel, Florida police officer shot during a traffic stop overnight. The suspect drove by, shot Officer Jared Saccone while he was in his vehicle. That suspect was later shot by officers and taken into custody. The officer should be all right.
And a police officer and a suspect were both shot near Kansas City, Missouri. The officer was conducting a traffic stop. Their conditions are unknown at this time, but the Kansas City Fraternal Order of Police tweeted the officer is expected to survive.
And of course, we will continue to update you as those stories develop all morning long. It is going to be the big story that everyone will be talking about today.
Well, more breaking news now.
Yeah, police on the scene right now of a car that's crashed into a church. Check this out. Sky 5 on the scene here. This is Edmondson Chapel Church just a few minutes ago along Hickory Hollow Parkway down in the Antioch community. You see the tail end of that car kind of pooching out of the back of that building there. Injuries were reported, not knowing how serious they are. As soon as we get more information, we'll update this story for you as well.
All right, more breaking news right now in the mid-state. An armed robber's on the run after holding up a gas station in Whites Creek. News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy at the scene there. And Dan, we're getting our first look at the suspect. Really didn't try to hide his face from the surveillance pictures at all.
Not really, Amy. You see he goes to the effort of wearing a toboggan and putting on a thick overcoat, a black overcoat, but nothing covering his face at all. And we're talking surveillance both inside and outside the store. And it captured these pictures shortly after 2:30 this morning when the man walked in and told the clerk he had a gun, even threatened to shoot the clerk, she says. So she locked herself in a back room. Although she says she never actually saw a gun, she locked herself away, not taking taking all precautions necessary, and then he hops the counter, you see, and that's when he grabbed not just cash but the entire cash register drawer, and that's what he ran off with. Police arrived on the scene. They were checking the door for fingerprints. They talked to the clerk, got her version of the events, and also reviewed that surveillance and got it to us in a pretty timely manner to pass along to you. So this morning they are continuing to look for this guy. You saw that description of him in those pictures. He was also last seen leaving it in a 4-door dark colored sedan. We're only about 200 yards away from Interstate 24. He could go either west or eastbound. Also has an exit route on Old Hickory Boulevard. Police unsure of which direction he went, but they're hopeful somebody out there recognizes him. The good news of this, the clerk was not hurt. This morning in the Whites Creek area, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
All right, Dan, thanks so much. Meantime, a woman is robbed outside of this Walgreens in Hermitage. Officers say this was around 7 last night at the Walgreens on Central Pike. We're hearing the suspect is armed and maybe on the run. You know anything about this or you were in that area last night around that time, contact police.
And a woman is recovering after 2 men robbed her and attacked her on her way to her Germantown home. News Channel 5's Matthew Torres shows us pictures of the suspects that police are hoping you will recognize.
Take a good look at these 2 young men. Surveillance cameras capturing them right before police say they attacked a 59-year-old woman and robbed her by the Sound Stadium.
I mean, that's disgusting.
Joe Dean lives right by where it happened.
That's sad. I don't like hearing that.
I don't know. Now they're not going to want to go out by themselves at night.
It's scary for Holly Olson, whose parents just moved to a complex nearby.
They love that they can walk everywhere.
It's been a great area to walk their dog Zoe, but
we have to take our dog out all the time, and then that's kind of scary that could happen.
It was around 11 o'clock last night. The woman just finished watching a show at T-Pack and would walk to her 3rd Avenue apartment in Germantown. She would walk about 3/4 of a mile from downtown and right past First Tennessee Park. And she eventually made her way to Junior Gillum Way. It is on this street where her night would take a terrifying turn.
Detectives say the 2 men snuck up behind the victim and struck a metal stake to her head. They stole her cell phone and purse and ran away in different directions. She managed to call police from home with a serious gash.
No good lighting. If you're going this way, it's pretty dark. Always be careful about your surroundings.
Dean has been told to avoid certain areas alone at night. Even then, he still runs, but with extra precaution.
But I usually don't run with music. You don't want to be staring at your phone.
The incident is a reminder to him. Crime happens anywhere, anytime.
Like, it only takes one moment or one thing for something bad to happen.
Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
All right, Matthew, thank you. So if you recognize the men, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers 615-74-CRIME. Meanwhile, you can go to newschannel5.com to view those pictures again and share them if you want to.
Well, the man accused in a violent home invasion in East Nashville is now behind bars. Ralph Martin, charged with attempted criminal homicide. Police say he admitted to stabbing a man after breaking into a townhome on Russell Street last weekend and then using the guy's credit card at a nearby convenience store. Why did he break in? Why did he attack? They still don't know that. Martin was already behind bars, though, on unrelated charges. And luckily, the victim seen there in the hospital with his roommate and buddy, well, he is expected to be all right, so that's good news.
And firefighters had to be called back to a home that caught fire in Sparta late Saturday. I'm going to show you what it looked like when crews pulled up to the home on Old Highway Road. The woman who lives there wasn't there at the time, so no one was hurt, but the house is a total loss. The Red Cross is assisting. And one person is dead after a fire in an apartment complex in Lewisburg. Dozens were evacuated from the Lewisburg Summit Apartments late Saturday after someone spotted flames. It's an affordable housing complex for the elderly, and we're told one resident did not make it out. That person's name has not been released, but the fire marshal will be out there this morning to figure out how the fire started.
Happening right now, officials in Columbia need your help finding Mr. Jones right here. Take a look at your screen. This is a missing veteran. James Jones Jr. dropped off at the VA clinic in Columbia last Thursday. He was catching a ride to Nashville. Problem is, no one has seen him since Thursday, and we've had some really cold temperatures. He suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder. If you have any idea where James Jones Jr. might be, contact police immediately.